Hey everyone, how's it going? So today I'm going to talk to you about the SEMAPO GEAR NJPC. Let's go ahead and get started. First off, I have the AOR1 version here, as well as the multicam version. I'm just going to be switching out between the two, just to kind of go a little bit more in depth with certain things. So, first thing I'll talk about is the Kangaroo. When you have mags inside of it, it's going to be a little bit difficult to put it on, but it's not impossible. You're going to have 2 rows and 6 columns of MOLLE up front, so you can put pistol pouches, 40mm pouches, any other type of pouches that are going to fit those dimensions are going to work just up front here. You're going to have 3 places to put M4 style mags. What I have in front of you is just kind of what I've been able to use. I have 3 P mags up here. I have Tokyo Marui SOP mod. I have a Tokyo Marui 416, as well as 2 KWA MP7 mags, and so far those work, and they're in here just fine. You can of course put the flaps down, so if you want a little bit quicker reloads, you can do that. It does add a good amount of retention to the magazine board that won't come out. You shouldn't have to worry about that happening. The flaps themselves are very nicely made. You have the AOR1 ribbon on this one, and you have the AOR1, or excuse me, the multicam ribbon on the multicam one as well. You do have a nice little tab on the inside at the bottom of the flap, so you have a nice positive grip on the flap when you're ripping these off to get to your mags. You're going to have elastic dividers in here, so each mag kind of has their own compartment, and if you want, you can of course just cinch this down with Velcro and run it slick. Moving up, you of course have your Velcro little panel up here for your patches, and behind that you have your admin, just like you find on a JPC or any other NJPC, with elastic keepers in there, so you can have your pistol mags, speed loaders, pens, papers, flashlights, anything you really can fit up here, you can run it. So that's pretty much it for the front. It's probably the most in-depth or most going on up front is going to be up front in the carrier. The carriers, both the multicam and the AOR1, are made out of 500 denier Cordura. On the back, you have stretch material, so you can put different plates in here. On the AOR1 version, it's Coyote Brown. On the multicam version, it is indeed matched. It's the same material that you're going to find on their the shoulder sleeves, and it's Coyote Brown on the shoulder sleeves on the AOR1 version, just like it is on the real deal. You of course have communication routing up here, so you can put your comms cables or your hydration right up there, so it's nice and neat. You're going to have Hypalon on your shoulder straps, which is very great. It's just like the real deal. It's a very lightweight rubber type of material, so when you put your stock of your gun in there, it's going to fit nice and tight on there. You of course have the Airlight cummerbund, just like you find on any other JPC, and that's just attached via these 2 shock cords in the back, so it's very adjustable. People bigger than me, people smaller than me are going to be able to fit in this carrier just fine. Now, I've been using this multicam one for about 2 months now. I've been going on runs with them with these training plates in them. Right here, I have the I have the Patriot Choice. They're about 4 pounds each, something about that. Training plates, front and back, and on the multicam one, I have the SNS Precision swimmer training plates in here, and it seems to hold up, or it seems to fill out this plate carrier rather nicely, even though these are swimmers and these are sappies. But yeah, as I said, I ran this carrier right here for about 2 months with the training plates I have in here, so about 8 pounds worth of plates in here, and so far it's held up extremely well. That just kind of goes to the SEMAPO GEAR quality control, the fabric that they use, the stitching that they do. It's all really top-notch stuff. The threads that they use on here are now silicone-based, so they're going to last a lot longer. They're not going to be as affected by weather as much as your normal, nylon threads, and they're just going to be more abrasion resistant as well. So that's pretty nice. The only real gripe I have with this carrier is that it's going to use the lighter version of the Hypalon on the shoulder straps. Right now they're using about the 15 or the 18 ounce. They should be using the 35 ounce, which you find on the real JPC. As you can see, the hypalon is kind of deforming right here and right here on this one because I've been using it for about 2 months with these plates in it, going on about 2-mile runs, and it's kind of deformed a little bit. I don't see that being a real big issue, but overall it's actually surprised me on how well that it's held together. You do have a nice little mesh inside, so it's breathable, which does help on those long or on those short runs, you know, getting a little bit more sweat and heat escaping. So that's pretty good. So the only, as I said, the only gripe I really have with this carrier is the lightweight hypalon. Other than that, it's extremely well built. None of the threads are coming loose, none of the fabric is ripping at all, and overall it's an amazingly built carrier. The only other criticism I can really have are the front flaps. They're just a tad bit too short and a tad bit too wide. As you can see, in comparison with the Molly Monkey Tactical one, which is made to spec, it's just a tad bit too thick. And it should come down just a tiny bit more. It should cover up this top bit of Molly. But other than that, the only thing I haven't seen replicated in this, as opposed to the real NJPC, is the elastic keepers on the inside. Not the dividers, but the keepers. There are, similar to what's on the admin, is down here for your magazines as another form of retention. I haven't seen that replicated in any of the NJPCs out there on the market, so I'm not going to hold SEMAPO to that. Just saying it doesn't have that. But overall, I'd give this carrier a good, a solid 8 out of 10, honestly. If you change the hypalon and the flaps, solid 10 out of 10 carrier. I still recommend it. It's better than any NJPC carrier that I've worn or tried or even seen. So yeah, it's definitely well worth the money. It's sub 150. It's great value. There's not much more I could say about it. I'll put a link down in the description on where you could buy this amazing carrier. You can go ahead and follow me on Instagram, Facebook. I'll put that all down there. And just make sure to like, favorite, share, and if you have any questions, go ahead and comment. I'll make sure to get back to you. And as always, have a good one.